So I'm making this video to show you guys how to possibly fix your automatic seatbelt on 1990, 1991, and 93 Subaru Legacy. I'm not sure if 94 has automatic seatbelt and it's the same thing. This is 1991 and I bought this car and the seatbelt was not working. The little light was flashing for the seatbelt and I couldn't figure it out. I spent about 4 hours trying to fix it, and I looked on the internet and I couldn't find any information. It was really hard. So the way I fixed it is that I went to Pick and Pull, and I've taken this complete assembly from another Subaru Legacy right here. This is what the old one looks like, and they're just about the same, except this one had the cable come out and it frayed right here. So instead of trying to fix it, I just got different assembly, and so I put it in and it was still not working. And I checked all the fuses. I've taken the whole this little panel right here underneath the steering wheel, trying to find the wires. Maybe it was disconnected. And on unrelated note, if you have this year or 1990 or 93 Subaru Legacy and you find these wires underneath your steering wheel, don't connect them. They're just diagnostic wires, because if you do, you'll get check engine lights. Only do it unless you know what you're doing. And anyway, I couldn't find the wires for the motor, and what I've I've disconnected this motor and tested it on the passenger side, which was working, and the motor was working, and I was sure, you know, if the motor was working, then something must have been unplugged. So I kept looking, and what I found out is that there's a sensor right here at the door latch. So when you close the door, the sensor tells the seatbelt to move and, you know, work the way it's supposed to work. And my sensor was not working, and the way I was testing it, you have to disconnect. There's a wire goes right here. So the easiest way to do this, when you have a motor and you want to test it if it works or not, you see this wire right here? It goes into a door latch. There's a sensor right here that activates the seatbelt. You take this wire off, and it's going to be 3 holes in the plug. So you take a wire. Let me get a wire. I might have to edit this video, but I disconnected the wire. So this is what it looks like. So this is the plug for the sensor. You take one wire and you stick one in, or you can use a paper clip, and one of these holes, and then you stick another end in one of these holes. One of them is a sensor that it tells the door that the door is closed, and one of them says that it's open. So if you stick a paper clip in here, and I don't remember which one, but one of these holes will move the motor. It will move it up and down when you have your ignition, when you have your car turned on, or your key position, your car key position on. So it should move it. So that way, once it moves and you see that your motor works, then you know your motor works. That means that your sensor right here is faulty, is broken. I mean, this car is almost 30 years old, so these things break, and you know, it happens. So what I had to do, I had to go to Pick and Pull again and get this whole assembly for the latch replaced. I lubricated it, and I had to replace the motor for the window. It was an unrelated issue. My window would not roll down. And I also had to replace this door handle and this mechanism, unlocking mechanism, because it was not working. So I guess probably it would have been cheaper for me to replace the whole door, but I just couldn't find the same color. So that's how I fixed my problem. And I'll just show you. So this is, give me 1 second. So this is where the motor for the automatic seatbelt located. It's located between front and rear left side door for the driver's side, and it has a cable going in here. And if you need to replace the whole thing, you have to take off this little plastic piece that holds the headliner, and there's 2 bolts underneath of it. And I hope this video helps you. I mean, it took me a long time to figure this out and I couldn't find any information, so maybe it'll be useful to someone. So thanks. Goodbye.